What's happening with you, baby? It's Raj the Barber. What's going on with you, man? Look, I coach young, sharp, and ambitious barbers on how to increase your barber clientele simply and effortlessly, so you ain't got to do no side hustles, do no stupid stuff, go get a third overnight shift job. Listen, there's a lot of money in the barber game, player. I'm talking about this bread in this game. But you got to stay focused, all right? You got to stay put wherever you're at. And listen, if you're cutting in the hood, you got to build your clientele in the hood, man. If you're cutting in the suburbs, build your clientele in the suburbs, man, until you're crushing it so much that, dude, you can't even fit all the clients into your shop. You're overbooked. You're just grinding nonstop, and then you can expand and start building on your barbershops, all right? But look, the perfect and best way to build your clientele. Now listen, I'm talking about if you got somebody in your chair, right? Listen, it doesn't matter. You can do all the fancy tricks, pass out flyers, give out free haircuts, $5 haircuts, $2 Tuesdays, right? Whatever it is that you do to build it, to get them in there, it doesn't matter how many people you're getting. You have to keep them in, all right? You got to get them coming back, right? So if they're not coming back, dude, you're going to be grinding and banging and advertising, man, for the rest of your life, right? But listen, to keep these people in your chair. Now, look, you don't have to be the sharpest barber out there. Trust me, man, trust me. I don't care what the YouTube videos say. I don't care what the other barbers say. They just trying to sell you the barber DVDs and get you to subscribe to their channels. And that's fine, man. That's good, man. Unless you're a barber battle barber, like you're going to be doing barber battles for your living, and that's another game that you can do. I can't teach you that because I'm not a barber battle barber, but barber battle barbers get a lot of money, man. You know, about the same as a regular barber, but they travel a lot. They travel to different cities and they compete barbering. But you gotta be sharp, boy. You gotta be nice doing that. As a regular traditional barber, you ain't got to be nice like with your hands like that. I mean, it's good. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. You can't be sending out fake haircuts, all right? You can't be sending out people with big lines in their heads. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to have a little definition, but you can't send them with a big bow. You can't send them with push back hairlines, crooked fades, and hair. No, you got to be good, all right? Trash barbers, you won't make money, period. You might get into a fight, all right? But cutting hair in a traditional barber game, you're cutting regular clients, regular haircuts, you know. As the haircutting part is only 10% of the game, all right? So how do you keep them? How do you keep these people coming back? Look, number one, listen, man, you have to build rapport with your clientele, all right? You have to build affinity with them, okay? You have to be able to relate with them. That's the number one thing. Right, so when they're in your chair, you have to be interested in them. It's a good book you should read. It's How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. You have to be interested in them, and in turn, they will be very interested in you. All right. Listen, nobody wants to hear about your day, about your life. They don't care, man. Right? Your client, they don't care. They just want to get a haircut. They don't want to care. They don't want to hear about how you're the best barber and all the different barbershops you've been through. They don't care about your kids. They don't care about your car problems. They don't care about your wife cheat. They don't care about your dad just died. They don't care about none of that. They don't. I promise you they don't. The client, they're not even coming to the shop for you. You might think you're that boy. You might think you nice, man. You might think they not coming to the barbershop for you, player. They ain't. They coming to the shop for one thing only, for themselves. They coming to get a haircut, right? And they might come for some camaraderie, right? They might want to bust it up and talk to you, right? They want to talk to you. They don't want to hear about your stuff. What they want to do, they want to be able to unleash their stress, right? So you have to become a verbal punching bag for your clients. right? You gotta, because listen, in their world, look, everybody is out in their planet. Everybody's talking about themselves, right? The girl's talking about themselves, the boss, the co-worker, the cousin. Everybody is just banging them with their problems, right? Especially if he's a professional person, right? Which you should go back to professionals, and I'll show you how to do that later, right? But if you're cutting professional people, I mean, dude, it's just waka, 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 right? Everybody's coming to their problem. This is their only time, maybe all week, to sit down and relax and enjoy your haircut. So what do? You just talk about them. Ask some questions. When you ask questions, you control the conversation. You control the whole game, right? Now, they're going to be in your chair for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops. Don't have me in a chair longer than that, man. There should be no reason why they're in your chair. I mean, unless you're doing some facials and hot shaves, and, you know what I mean? But if you're doing just a regular haircut, dude, get them out of there, man, all right? But when you're cutting them, make sure that you're talking about them. What's going on, man? What's happening? All right? Yeah, man. What you getting today? Right? Ask him what he's getting. You don't gotta be formal and professional and polished. Talk to him, man. Nobody says welcome to this barbershop, wherever you're at. And I see some franchises. They're like, yeah, welcome to blah blah blah. Nobody says that. Sports Clip says, hey guys, welcome. Like, you don't gotta be robotic, man. Just be like, hey, what's going on? Talk to him. What's happening? How do you talk? What's up? What's happening? What's good? Talk to him. He's a human being first. He's a person. He's not a client. He's not a customer. He's not a patron. Right? He's a human who wants to get a haircut. Talk to him, man. You understand? Sit him down. Find out what he wants. Clarify what he wants. Make sure that he's getting what he wants. I will clarify at least 4, maybe 5 times. All right, this is what you want. You want the side short, unless he clearly says he wants a number 1 on the side, a little bit off the top. But if he just says something like, I just want a regular haircut, short on top, longer on the sides, ask him how short. All right, you want this like this? All right, boom. You want this like this? Unless he definitively says, all right, I want a number 2. Trim the top, all right? I mean, take some time. Take about a minute or 2 just to find out what he wants, all right? Click, clack, bam, you got it locked in. Clean your clippers. You already know that. Don't got to tell you that, right? Don't got to tell you that. Sanitation. You don't need barber school to know that you got to keep your clippers clean. Talk about sanitation. Man, barber school is trash, man. You paying $25,000 to learn how to use the barber spray to clean your clippers. Anyway, talk about it, man. What you doing around here? Do you live out here? How long you been out here? That's it. What you doing here, man? You live out here? You from around here? Nah, I work out here. Oh yeah? How long you been working there? How'd you get that job anyway? What made you want to become an electrical engineer? What made you want to become a plumber? What made you want to become a landscaper or a cook? How long you been cooking? Right? And then relate to them. If you've been a cook before, like, yeah, I used to live in the kitchen too, man. I used to be cooking all crazy, man. Right? And then they'll start talking. And then y'all relate. Y'all on common ground. It's like y'all two together. If you find out he ride dirt bikes, now I mean, ask him about dirt bikes. Yo, what's up with the dirt bike game, man? You ever compete or you just ride? And then y'all start going on to other stuff. It'll start. You're building a relationship. You're not building a clientele. That's the problem. See, people, you so focused on the money, you're so focused on blowing up, you're so focused on becoming the best barber in your city, you forget about the person in your chair. He just want a haircut. Right? He wants a friend. He wants somebody he can talk to. Right? He wants to forget that he's even getting a haircut anyway. Right? So you got to hypnotize him, man, with your conversation. If you catch the boy keep looking at the mirror and he's thinking about his haircut, that's why you talk to the client, right? You ever drive down the street? You ever take a drive, right? And you're having a conversation with whoever's in the car. You be like, yo, that was a fast ride. Like, you don't even see anything. You don't even see the red lights. Everything is automatic. It's all in the subconscious, right? And that's what it is when you're going to be cut. You're going to be cut. Next thing you know, the haircut is done, and y'all going to be in mid-conversation, but y'all don't even want the conversation to end. So you might drag on and cut for a little bit longer, just act like you're doing something, so you could, like, because you don't want to end it like, all right, man, you're done, conversation's over. Nah. I mean, you're gonna leave him hanging because you're interested in him. You're talking about his job. You're talking about his marriage, right? You're talking about his kids, how much he pays for rent, and does he like it down here? If he's from New Mexico, or is he from Texas or Dallas or Australia? He's coming over. He just moved out here. I mean, he moves in a whole bunch of different places, right? He wants to talk about that. He wants to let you know how cool he is, right? Have him sell himself to you. And you just sit back and smile. Whole time smiling, shopping, smiling, talking about him. What's happening? All right, yeah. Right? Clean him off, dust him off. Then when he's done, and then you hit him. And then see, he can get a haircut anywhere, man. Right? But he can't get you anywhere. He can go anywhere in your city. I promise you, man, it's at least 100 barbershops in your city. And 100%, most of them are probably better at cutting hair than you. Right? I'm good. Listen. You ain't being the best. Right? I mean, listen, I love the confidence, right? I love the confidence, but it's always somebody better than you. It's always somebody better than you. Even Bruce Lee's teacher, he was like, yeah, man, one day somebody going to be able to beat me, man. I'm not going to be young forever. I mean, you're not. One day somebody going to get you. Right? This barber's been cutting for 30 years, man. This barber's been cutting for 25, 30, 40 years. You just getting in the game. Maybe you got 2, 3 years in, 5 years. You think you're going to be better than somebody who's been doing this for 40 years? That's the experience. But to get an edge on these people, what you got to do? To get an edge on them, you got to build relationships. Build them. I can tell you all the ways on how to get the clients. I can show you how to run Facebook ads, Instagram hashtags, locations. I can show you how to get on the first page of Google, right? All that it's elementary, man. It's simple. You can get them in there. I can show you how to get right in front of your perfect client. Pass out flyers. You can have people passing out flyers. You can have it doesn't matter. Doesn't. But when they in your chair, the fade game don't matter at all. Trust me, man. That doesn't matter. You gotta be nice. You gotta be good, though. You gotta know the basics. You probably like, damn, man, what you talking about, right? All right, look at sports clips, man. Perfect example, man. Sports clips is killing it. And everybody in sports clips is trash. All the barbers in there. All of them. That's not a knock on sports clips or the barbers that's in there, but they not better than a barber in a real barbershop. They not. They can't fade. They're not even allowed to use the razor. These are barbers with barber licenses, and they are not allowed to use the razor in the sports clips. So they're going to be better than you, but you got free range to do whatever you want? Come on, man. But they know how to treat a client. They know how to treat it. They know how to market. They know how to do all this crazy stuff. So it's time for you to step your game up. All right? Look, my name is Raj the Barber. I'm about to go to my daughter's graduation. All right? Look, I see you at the top, all right? Stay focused.